Say hi, hello, and howdy. It's me, Mushy, and you're you. Hello, you. And we're here at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for an exploration unbagging of a new to me shop called DiamondArtGift. Have you guys heard of them? This is new to me. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to check out their shop and see what they had and maybe share with you guys. And yeah, so I was like, do you have diamond art? Yeah. Is it horror? Do you have any dark, creepy kind of stuff? Yeah. And so I was like, sure, I'll check you out. So here we are. Let's check it out together. Let's find out. Do we have a new shopping spot? Okay, so we got diamond painting number 1 of 3. I chose 3 to check out. If you have seen any of my other unbaggings and store explorations or been following any of my hauls, I have been trying to accumulate the full collection of these creepy little kind of zombie girl doll situations, and I saw this one on there and thought I must check it out. So here is the first canvas. It is a 30 by 40 round drill, and you know me, as per usual, we're gonna get this out. I have a suspicion I have a suspicion these border edges look mighty big. So the actual drill field looks like it is 23, just shy of 23 by just shy of 33. It looks like 32 and a half. So we've got 23 by 33 and a half. That means on the horizontal, we have 7 centimeters used for border and not drill space, and on the vertical we have approximately 6.5 centimeters used for border and not drill space. It kind of makes me a sad panda a little bit, but again, with more budget-friendly companies, we often see that the drill field is not the canvas size. So let's take a look at what else we've got going on here. So it looks like a pretty clear image. Very pretty. She's got some roses in the background. She's got a nice little dress on. Some creepy sunken in eyes here. And I do see sparkles in the canvas itself. Not that it does anything for the diamond painting finish or anything. It's just something pretty to look at while you're diamond painting. There are legends on the side and also thumbnails on both sides. This is 20 colors. It does look like we've got 1, 2, 3 ABC. Like to see that. Let's take a look here at the thumbnail, and if you can, sneak a peek at the canvas drill field, see what we see here. But there's the thumbnail. And here is our legend, starting at 154. We go 1, 2, 3, up till 8. And at 9, we switch to ABCs and end at DMC 3861 for this canvas. And let's take a look at the drill field. I'm looking for anything that jumps out as a little bit scary and sketch. Letters, numbers, they all look clear to me. I am a little leery about darker numbers and letters on a darker background, like the 1 and the A. Those might have some visibility issues, but at least they're not coupled together with other similar looking. But this is a lot of dark symbols in her hair over here. It's a lot of darker symbols on dark background. So that kind of makes me a little nervous, but I'm sure it'll be fine with backlight. We shall see. Taking a look here, just kind of seeing what we can see. It is a clear drill field. The numbers and letters are clear and present. Yeah, so that's what the drill field looks like. I am saddened by the thick border. Hopefully this is like maybe just one of them. The rest of them might not have such a thick border. We do get a tool kit. Comes with a single placer diamond painting pen, a pad of wax, and a green boat in a baggie. And then our drills. Oh, our drills are in the baby trains. Not my favorite way of getting drills and kitting up with them. It's just a lot of hassle, sometimes leads to static as well, but it is what it is. This is what we've got. Here's the color palette. We got some dark colors, some greens, some maroons. I can see some bright red in here, gray, cream, some like maybe rose color, orange, peach, more creams. Yeah, we're in the little baby trains. Does look like the bags are labeled clearly with the DMC number, which is nice for kitting up. All right, so we do have the baby trains, but they do have the DMC number to coincide with the frame here. So the frame legend situation. But what do we think, you guys? What do you think of her? It's pretty. I am wondering how this is going to turn out with some of the finer details, having the drill field be a little bit smaller than expected with a 30 by 40. But again, we don't know until we give it a try, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this one. I'm looking forward to starting this whole collection in its entirety. Let's wrap this up and see what else I got. All right, grabbing in the bag. Let's see what else there is. Oops, I ripped off. Well, that's one way to open the bag, Mushy. Good job. Manhandle the bag and rip it. Okay, so let's see. We've got another 30 by 40 canvas. And I do remember this one. So this one is, I thought, you know, kind of interesting. Sundown is a big fan of skulls. I don't, you know, is not my most preferred graphic, but I like to do them occasionally. As we've seen recently, I've done some skeletal situations. This is a nice brighter one with some pastel colors. We've got a pastel, you know, mushroom here and some little rocks down here, a very clear picture of a skull. This image is very, very clear, and again, we do have the thicker, wider borders on here, which makes me a little bit nervous. We have the thumbnail pictures here, pretty big, and big legible DMC table label situation here. It does look like we do 1, 2, 3 ABC again, which is nice. And we've got 316 down to 3866 are the color range that we're going to be working on this with. It looks here like there's going to be some heavy color blocking around the border, which is fine. I like, you know, all diamond painting, whether confetti or color blocking, matters not to me in most cases. I am working on one right now that's about to kill me, but generally speaking, I don't mind. It does add definition and depth and dimension to diamond paintings. Looks like our drill field on the horizontal is 23. That means we have 7 centimeters shaved off the drill field and used as border, which is a kind of a sad loss, but something we see quite often with budget-friendly companies. And on the vertical, it is 32.5. Is that right? Yeah, 32.5. Let's give it its best shot at the measurement and flatten it out. Just make sure that we're getting the most accurate we can. Yeah, 32.5 on a 40 vertical, which means we just over what, 7.25 centimeters is used on the vertical borders. That is a lost drill field space, in my opinion. I think it would have much better been suited to shrink these down considerably and given us a little bit more drill space on the horizontal and vertical. Because when you get a 30 by 40, the hope is always that that's the drill field size, not the canvas size. But again, it's something that we have come to expect. And I'm not surprised, but it's disappointing at the same time, if you know what I mean. I do think the image is nice. It's clear. It's simple enough. I think it'll turn out fairly well, given the size constraints, though. So I'm not mad at it. What do you guys think? First impressions, what do you think? not mad about it. It's a pretty picture. And again, being more simplified with less detail, I think it could turn out all right. But we don't know until we know, right? It does come with the toolkits, the green boat, pad of wax, and a single placer pin in a baggie for us. Let's take a look here at the thumbnail. Look at that. That is a pretty image. It is a pretty image. And here are our colors and table. So you can see the numbers and letters and our DMC codes, kind of get an idea of the color palette, what that's going to look like. Let's take a look at the canvas here. Nice clear letters, no guide circles on this one. I don't foresee any dark on dark. I'm guessing this is probably about the closest it's going to come to dark on dark. That's clearly visible. We do have some browns here. It looks like N's and H's together, both dark letters and both on brown backgrounds. That's a little concerning. I'll have to be careful through here. It's a little dicey. A little, you know, pay attention. Look here. Don't look away. Be sure you know what letter you're putting down. Those are really similar letters on really similar colors. Let's look over here. We do have G, C, and Q, it looks like, together with similar background colors. You know, and D is in there too. Possibly problematic if, you know, you're not really paying attention. But I think it should be all right. These are pretty clear. Pretty clear. Well, there's our canvas and our image, guys. What do we think? What do we think? I think it's a beautiful picture, a beautiful image, beautiful color palette. Speaking of, let's take a look. The drills, again, are coming in the baby bag trains. Sad to see it, but, you know, it is what it is. At least they do have every individual baggie is listed with the DMC number, so that'll be helpful when kitting all these up, especially with such similar colors. It looks like we got creams and whites. There's a little bit of pink in here, some peach, some gray, and our browns. There's a little teal in here and some maroon, some rose color. It's a very beautiful, beautiful color palette. Sad about these bags, but, you know, it's not insurmountable. So, yeah, what do we think of this one, you guys? I think it's a beautiful image. I just think I could have used a little more of the space that was used for border. I would have rather had it in drill field. Let's see what our last diamond painting is. This is a 40 by 30. So we got more of a landscape versus portrait situation. And here is the image. Now this is a killer collage situation. You know me, I do like my horror club, my killer collages. Looks like we have the old school Pennywise. I believe that's supposed to be here's Jack, that guy. Gosh, I know his name, it's escaping me at the moment. There's my horror husband Michael. We have Ghostface, we've got Chucky, we have Jigsaw down here. Cujo's living his best life down here. Can't really make out what's right here, but we do have a gremlin right here. Trying to see, I got a little bit of glare, so I'm trying to see. We do have the leprechaun here, Jason, Leatherface, and Freddy. We got killer clowns represented back here in the background. Love to see it. And we have like a little spectral ghost situation coming up right here. That's pretty cool. A lot of detail in here. Got poker chips, we got playing cards, we got drinks. I'm a little nervous. There's a lot of detail. The image, while clear enough to determine who's on here, for the most part, you know, when we get drills on here and stuff, I fear that this is going to be looking quite pixelated. I think this is the girl from The Ring coming out of a TV right here. Here's her arm coming down. Here's her body. Her head would be right here, but it kind of blends into the background a little bit. This one kind of does make me nervous. I'm not gonna lie. This is a 40 by 30. Let's measure the drill field and see what I'm sure is plainly already visible to the naked eye. We got a 34 on the vertical, which is supposed to be 40. Was the whole canvas? Yeah, the whole canvas is 40, but our drill field is 34. So, you know, we've kind of got 6 centimeters used up on the vertical for bordering. And then the drill field on, did I say vertical? I meant horizontal. Get with it, mushy. On the real vertical, the drill field is 24 centimeters out of the 30 that is stated on here. So 6 centimeters is lost to bordering on the vertical. So yeah, that does make me nervous. But I knew I kind of knew what I was getting into when you buy smaller size diamond paintings. You know, this size with this much detail, you run the risk of getting an image that might not turn out, you know, super clear. This is an image I would argue would need to be on a bigger canvas to really benefit from the full effect of the image, and the full, you know, just the full render of it would really just need to be on a bigger canvas to do it justice. Now, let's take a look at the canvas itself. We do get a thumbnail right up here at the top. There you go. It's hard to see. It's very dark and gloomy. Hard to see what it is supposed to be. But, I mean, we can see the canvas, so we know. There you go. We do have a serial number and the size indicated here. We have legends on both sides. One over here, and then we do have one over here and at the bottom, which is nice. So if you're working up on this portion on this side, it's right there. If you use it, if you use the legend and you're working down on this area, it's over here for you to see. So that is nice. Here's our table. It looks like no special drills, and we're going from DMC 160 down to 3866. It is clear and legible. I do see some things that are jumping out at me. First of all, the letters are not in alphabetical order, so our legend table situation is kind of cattywampus all over the place. So depending on how you kit up, this could be, you know, just an extra step for, you know, you kit up with your DMCs, and if you like it in alphabetical order, then, you know, you will have to move things around. Not a big deal. But what I'm seeing that kind of jumps out and concerns me a little is symbols like this. This dark P on this dark brown. This down here, this, is that an E? Yeah, an E on a black E on a dark blue, kind of purple color. That does make me nervous in terms of visibility. Perhaps even this C, black C on a dark background. So let's look at the actual canvas and see. Yeah, see, here's that black P on a dark background might be a little concerning. The dark E on dark background. Definitely going to want to use a light board for this, and hopefully that will resolve any visibility issues. Does look to be quite confetti-licious in there. I'm not scared. I'm not. I don't mind some confetti. We'll see how, I mean, this is really confetti heavy. Woo, look at that. Yeah, this could be a very fun one or a very frustrating one. We will see. We will see. But here is our canvas. There's our C's. Those aren't too bad. So I was worried about that. It's not too bad. It is next to some O's in certain places, but it is clearly discernible. The O is white. The C is black. So that's not going to be a problem. There you go. So here's some of the more finer detailed areas. There's our leprechaun. There's our poker chips and some playing cards. There's Chucky. There's Cujo. Can we get a better look at what's down here? It almost looks like a serpent or something is wrapping its tentacle leg around the chair. So some kind of sea creature maybe. There is a bloody machete there. That's pretty cool. There's our gremlin. So that's that. Let's take a look at Our drills, again, the small baby trains, but as with the other kits, we do have the DMC stamped on every baggie, which will be helpful. I do see, I think these are in a train. There might be some loose baggies in here, but for the most part, it looks like these are linked trains. And we've got greens, browns, oranges, cream, some dark colors, some more browns, dark blues through here. There's a little bit of pink and green hiding throughout, not a big deal. Lots of brown. That's going to be one of our base colors here in the background, I'm sure. And some blue. Interesting color palette. I do like this one with all the earth tones and stuff. I do like the color palette. But yeah, there was the third diamond painting. So that's all I got to pick out and check from this diamond painting company. They do have other crafts on their shop as well and tools. So if you want to check them out, this is DiamondArtGift. I think my final thoughts on these, just on first impression and getting a good look at them, would probably be if they offer a bigger size diamond painting, I would go for the bigger ones. The 30 by 40 drill fields are considerably smaller than a lot of other budget companies that we come across. Yes, other budget companies do kind of short us some drill field space with the bordering situation, but I kind of feel this one was a little extreme, if I'm being honest. It was, I'm a little nervous, but with some diamond paintings like the skull one that has, you know, less detail oriented. See, this is like super detail. That one's probably not going to turn out so well, but something like this, even though it does have, you know, a little bit of a shrunken drill field, as opposed to the 30 by 40, you know, entire canvas size, I think something like this would turn out really good. So I think just be careful and choosy about what you pick. Pick images that don't have a lot of detail, that will make sense to do, and know that when you order a 30 by 40, that's the entire canvas, not the drill field, and that they do have larger borders on all three of these paintings. So yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are on this one. You know, I'm a little disappointed about how much space is wasted on the border, how much space we lose with the drill field because of that border, and these little baby trains here. Also a little bit disappointed that this was not in a bigger size, at least not that I saw on the site. Something like this needs to be a bigger size. Overall, I mean, would I buy from here again? I think I would, but I would keep my purchases to the more simple images like this, versus the more detailed images. This one's kind of in between, you know, it's got a little bit of detail, but not all the detail like that one, but it has a little bit more detail than the skull. We'll have to see how this one turns out, but yeah, those are my initial impressions and thoughts. Have you guys shopped from this place before? DiamondArtGift. Have you shopped there? What did you get? Did you do it up, kit it up and work it out? And let me know in the comments below if you've shopped here, if you've gotten anything. Have you done it? Are you happy with it? What were your thoughts? All the things. And with that, we're done with this video, and I will see you in the next one. Stay naughty.